Okay, at this point, I'm sure I'm like the only finance YouTuber that hasn't done any video on GameStop, Robinhood, the Reddit group, WallStreetBets, or anything. And the big reason is because I've been trying to move into my new office slash studio slash pool house. But I thought I would at least take a minute Saturday. My wife actually was out here earlier trying to get things going. I'm heading upstairs to get my studio going. But as we were trying to finalize closing and just final inspections, I really wasn't even aware of what was going on. I forgot actually what put it on the radar. But then I guess whenever Robinhood officially shut down, that you could not buy any stock, that was that's a big deal, because that typically online brokers don't do that. That's not free market. That's not capitalism. I mean, there was nothing shady going on. We weren't seeing like the stock getting ready to go like bankruptcy or anything like that. But then I was logging into my Robinhood account, and if I'm just being honest, I really at this point in time don't know why I still have a Robinhood account. So, they shut down trading, said that, hey, can't buy the stocks. And then I got an email. I got an email from Robinhood. And I don't know if this was the email. Yes. So this is the generic email. I'm just going to read it. You can probably see it here. For those who have a Robinhood account, you probably got the same thing. It said, first, there's an update. The markets are experiencing significant volatility and there may be increased risk. It's important as ever to be an informed investor. Thank you, Robinhood. And then there's another one. In the light of extraordinary market conditions this week, we temporarily limited buying for certain securities this morning. Just the fact, just say what securities, Robinhood. Why you gotta be so generic? Starting tomorrow, we plan to allow limited buys of these securities. And then there was another one. And just for fun, I actually didn't put a buy order in for GameStop. I did put a buy order in for, AMC, I believe? And I was going to put in, I think 400 shares, try to buy $5,000 worth, just for fun. Just I don't know, for Reddit, all the Reddit group, WallStreetBets. I'm like, you know what? Let's just have some fun. Let's roll some dice. And it denied my request, my trade. I don't know if it was a percentage of the amount of my balance. So right now I've got a 200,000, 215,000 in my Robinhood account. So I was trying to put $5,000 in, and it for whatever reason, I don't know what calculation it is. You all might know, but it wouldn't allow me to execute that trade. I was only able to buy 115 shares, which I really wish I would have tried to buy some GameStop just to see what it would have said. I saw some people, I think it was on Twitter, saying that they can only buy one share. Robinhood, they opened it back up. You can buy more, and they allow you to buy one share. I don't know if that was 100% true. For those that, if you have an account, you tried, you know what it's all about. But I really just want to take a minute and just offer, some of my thoughts, because this is fun. It's fun. It's crazy. I actually text my former partner, the guy actually bought out my financial planning practice. Initially it was a joke. So, hey dude, can you, I want to pick up $500,000 worth of GameStop stock. Ha 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 ha. And he's getting countless inquiries, texts, emails, phone calls, asking about the stock, asking about what's going on. And that's not surprising, because when I was a financial advisor, we would get inquiries like this all the time. But this is definitely something new. This is before all of the online brokers, the robo-advisors, all these disruptors in the financial service industry like Robinhood and M1 Finance and Webull, where you can go on and open an account with next to nothing and just start executing trades. So this is it's a crazily fun situation. And it's one of those where I'm for the Reddit group. I'm for all you that are interested in purchasing the GameStop and doing this, because this is what free market is. If people want to pour a bunch of money into the stock and buy options and make money, then okay, so be it. it's really no different than what the hedge funds are doing, what they're trying to do, short selling all these different stocks, but I mean, we're talking, I'll say mostly average Joes, because there is like the CEO of Chewy, I think, who I think was bought out by PetSmart. I'm not sure if I have all the details correctly, but that dude made, I think he's worth like, I forget, I don't know, is it like 9 billion? I forgot the number. Maybe it's 48, I don't know. There's an article out there, look it up. He is one of the larger investors. I think he actually is the largest single holder in GameStop stock right now. I thought I read the article this morning. It's either like, I think he owns 13% of GameStop stock, and you'll have to look up, see what the value is. But he's a billionaire, all because of what's going on here. So like I'm for it, but I also say that for all of you that don't really understand what's going on, and it's one thing to put in a couple $1,000s and make 5,000, 10,000, like that's awesome. But I have seen stories, I've just based on Twitter, based off other articles I've read, where people are taking out, not only borrowing money on their home, but taking out a second mortgage and using this to buy stock or options in GameStop. And that is where it can get really dangerous. And I get it. There are people that made a lot of money. I was watching a video, I think it was Jeremy from Financial Education, and he shared that one of his like investing students, I didn't catch the entire video, but basically he took $50,000, invested in some call options on GameStop, and I believe, and I don't know if he actually executed, sold these, I don't know if it's a net profit or a paper profit, but he took 50,000, turned it into 22 million, and I believe that's when the stock was at $275 a share. Like that's insane. Like that is just crazy. Like you think Bitcoin is crazy? Like no, that is crazy. When I started in the financial services industry, this is right after back in, I'm dating myself here, back in 2000, so we had like the dot-com bubble. You had all these tech stocks that were overly priced, and any business that was a .com was trading for like a couple $100s a share. I mean, it was insane. Like I forgot all the prices, but this is like even before Google, Facebook, and all that. And it is just that was crazy, but this is unprecedented. Seeing, I won't say social media, but in essence, social media driving a stock price up. But it's crazy. I just want to say, for those of you that made money, congratulations, good job. For those of you that are investing more than you can really afford, like you can lose everything. Like that is the real risk here. Like you can lose everything. So do not take more than what you can afford. Like don't take out a second mortgage on your home to put on this, because this stock could go belly up like tomorrow. I mean, the company is hurting. Once again, like it is about fundamentals. Like, is the company actually making any money? Do they have revenue? Are they profitable? And eventually, like, I don't care how much people are pouring into the stock, the business still has to make money. Now, hopefully it doesn't happen next week. So in that case, maybe you're fine, but just be forewarned. Like if you tripled your money, if you 10 extra money, if you 50 extra money and you haven't sold it yet, man, just be grateful for what you have and sell. Pay your taxes on your gains, sell, be happy that you made money, be happy that you were one of the brave, bold ones that get involved in GameStop when many people are just sitting on the sidelines, point fingers, saying, "Oh, that's too risky. You don't know what you're doing." Like, no, whatever. Let them be them. Let the haters hate. Take your profits. Enjoy the fact that you made some money. This will probably never happen again. Maybe AMC will work. Maybe BlackBerry. Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. Maybe the subreddit group will continue to do so. I think I don't know what they can do. I just feel like the regulators are going to do something to limit this, which is unfortunate. But that's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm going off the deep end on that one. But I do feel like there's going to be something in place, because, man, that's like Wall Street 101. It always goes to the big players, the hedge funds, the politicians. Okay, that's my soapbox. I don't want to jump on my soapbox right now. We can save that for another video. All right, y'all. That's my thoughts. Hey, let me know. If you made some money on GameStop, let me know how much you made. And I don't mean paper profits. I mean, how much profit did you cash in before tax? Let me know in the comments below how you did. And you talk about one way to hack your wealth. That's one way to do it. Thank you, Reddit. Thank you, WallStreetBets. You've been helpful for a lot of people. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.